As it starts to sting, I become
Pulls the hoodie up a little tighter.
Living in Seattle, that's probably a really bad
yeah,
one to
you
have.
got extra points for that. And where you guys are going, it'll still carry on as extra points.
Yeah. That'd be a really good one if you're living in like Nevada.
Then it's cheaper. It actually does have rules for that. If your campaign is taking place where there's no water,
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of this movie Alien Nation. So the rooftop.
They have a severe,
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. And I need peoples again. Actually, I'll just ask you guys, Ivanhoe and Deadeye's perception checks, please, because you're effectively leading the group.
Okay.
You go under skills, find the total, and there should be a little button to press on the one side there. 4 successes. Now this shows you can have a shitload of dice to roll, but the law of averages does still happen. At least you didn't get a glitch. Good news is, if you get more than half the dice as ones, that's a glitch. Right. If you get more than half your dice as ones and no successes, that's a major glitch.
I get distracted by the seagulls flying over the ocean.
The stars are quite nice tonight. There's a few gaps in the smog cloud.
Can we roll perception as well, or
this is for the people heading up. I will be asking for perceptions for you ladies for the rear guard in a second. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and
it was perception.
And was it 4? So 4 successes. You notice that there is a couple as you approach this roof. There's a couple of motion fibers that are sticking up on the ceiling. Basically, if something brushes, on this roof, some motion fibers are set up closer to the satellite dish than anything else. You notice that there looks like there's a small little electrical spark trap. What you might have is if a bird lands near or whatever, it triggers a little electrical spark. At the same time, if people are walking across, they might get a mild shock, but it'll probably alert some sort of a security system.
Point them out. Make sure people stay away from them.
Yep. Yeah. Able to notice those. Deadeye, you suddenly have a flashback. Remember those little sensors, but it wasn't electrical sharp. It was a bouncing Betty that would launch up and rip a man apart from the waist down. That was your little combat Nom experience there. Well, I was in the Elven Nom. All right, so but now, you ladies, as you're checking behind you, if you have a perception skill, please roll it. Now, if you do not have a perception skill, what's the other skill? It's logic. Logic is your other. Is it logic or no? I think it's a mistake, guys. It's not supposed to be a logic. It's
intuition.
Intuition. Yeah, that's a glitch in the actual when you drag and drop it. So I just fixed that for you. You might want to roll again.
Re-roll.
Yeah, re-roll. Yep. And for you, it's just intuition.
Is the second story section, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're at the second story area right now, yeah.
Okay. I don't have perception, so I would roll intuition.
Yep. Just intuition roll, yeah.
Okay. Whoops. Dragging things around.
Yep. Alrighty. As you are looking around with just 1 success and that, nope. Basically, it looks good behind you guys. There's nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, awesome.
I'm too busy, distracted, thinking about the Pokeball slime monster.
Pokeball slime monster. Alrighty. So basically, yes, you guys have gotten to that point.
Okay, Stu.
Yep.
You said the roof set up on the other building is the same, right?
Same height, yes.
So as the one to the right of it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right, you guys passed this point. Basically, it's to see if you set off the triggers and something else. So now I'm basically moving you guys to this position here. Now the question is, the group of you are together. There's no other things to worry about at this point. You're totally fine. Who's the first one up? Who's the first one up onto the roof? The silence is
No,
I guess
palatable.
I'll go first if there's no other volunteers.
Probably climb up faster though. Oh, thank you. Well, oh, that'd be a
I think
Scale
you
it.
actually have a climbing skill, don't you?
I may had. Don't know if I do anymore. But
It's
I
all
got
good because there's a rope.
Got parkour, gymnastics. I don't know if that would actually be climbing though.
Well, there is a box nearby. You could try and parkour with a box nearby.
Well, I've seen
Parkour.
videos. I probably could do that. Yeah.
I know, but there's a rope being established for an easy climb up. You just need to
Don't
figure out who's going to
scale
do
it.
You scale it? Who scales it?
Scale it. I will.
Scale. You will? Alrighty. And you get up to the top. Where I'm placing you, you're really basically kitty corner. You come up, and the skylight is beside you.
Mm-hmm.
And
And drop the rope.
Please stand by. All right. And basically, who do you have come up next?
Whoever grabs the rope. I just dropped the rope over the edge. and
Liz,
hang on.
Rain, you guys can do perception checks once again. Two successes. And then, Lena,
Mhm.
or Shelby, I need a roll for you as well for perception.
Okay.
Yeah, again.
Intuition, right?
Yep, just intuition for you. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
By the way, if anyone else's perception, make sure it's set right there because of that little glitch. And two successes. All right.
We are successful at noticing things this time.
All right. Out of the
All
seagulls,
the things we see them.
out of the seagulls and all that stuff. Rain,
Mhm.
you just noticed that there is a nice little sparrow, like a city sparrow, that's
Oh.
by itself on the rooftop. Kind of cute. Lena, you realize that that was the same sparrow you saw perched near the satellite ditch watching you guys. It didn't stick out that much. It was just a bird, but it's by itself. But now it's perched on the roof edge of the building you just left, kind of looking down at you guys.
Cool.
Do you want to point that bird out?
You do feel it's a little odd. Your intuition is telling you there's something odd that, yes, could voice. You notice that Liz seems to be looking up. Well, I mean, getting mixed character names up, but Rain is also looking in that area too. Deadeyes, you're probably coming up the rope at this point, by the way.
Well, I'll kind of like nod.
You guys are
like,
now on the corner of the. Oops. There we go. That's effectively. You're at the corner of the glass, Deadeyes, in a way of speaking. You can zoom in a little bit more. See how horribly pixelated your pictures are, sadly.
I will
So,
kind of make sure that Rain is also noticing the birds, so that we're both aware and know that we know. That we know.
so now that you're armed with that information, what do you think, Rain?
Do you tell me that the bird
Yep.
is following us, or might be following us?
Quietly, very quietly. I will tell
Okay.
you.
Does
Oh, hey, me, pick me. The little watcher. Pick me. I got 40 minutes left. What you need? Huh? Pick me.
I have such hyperactive little dragons?
He's a little. Oh, you know the dragon from frickin' Mulan? That's what this little guy's like,
Oh
but a
my
spirit
God.
form. He's like a little spirit form. That's what the little watcher is. And you know what? It's supposed to be a different one every time, but we'll just say, for shits and giggles, it's the same little guy.
Well, of course. My
Yes.
character's definitely making
Because
friends
with
her
shamans,
spirits.
you bond with your spirits, unlike
Yeah.
book mages who trap them in chains and make them serve their will.
No.
Sheila.
These spirits are my friend. I will send my.
So, which one? No, you're perfectly safe. There's nobody astrally around you. I did my job.
What's up with the bird?
What bird?
The one over there that's following us.
You mean the seagulls?
No, the little sparrow.
What sparrow? There's no astral aura for a sparrow.
Alright, so that's not a sparrow then. So that's not a real... That thing doesn't have an aura.
Everything living has an aura.
Ah. Well, then I will quietly let Ivanhoe know that bird
On the
does
comms?
not- well, wait a minute. Can I use that other thing that I have? Don't I have a spell?
Yes, you do.
Don't I have a spell that lets me talk into his head?
Yes, but do you need to touch to establish the link?
How close am I to him?
He's on the roof. You can climb up the. You're the next person. You can be the next person to climb up the rope if you want. I'm just double checking under your spells, magic, and here. Give me 1 second. Fourth edition, and magic. I believe in magic in a young. All right.
Well, okay. Didn't I? Well, never mind because I wasn't activating the spell then.
Yeah.
I was like, didn't I
Because
touch
also,
him earlier?
if you maintain multiple spells, that actually subtracts from your. It subtracts from your dice pool that you're working with. Each spell maintained.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then I'll be the next one up the rope to.
Yep, and just whisper it.
I'll
Yep, okay.
either get close enough to touch him to do it, or I'll just whisper it.
Because that one will have to be maintained if you do that. But you do have comm systems, but in this case you could just whisper it and save some, not because you also want to hold on to your Pokeball creature, and if you have that ability plus maintaining the spirit, then you start getting more than one spell maintained. Type of thing. But yep. Okay, so you're back up, and what do you tell Ivanhoe? And I take it, Sheila, that you're climbing up too, because there's nothing's happening right now, I should say.
I'll just, hey, Ivanhoe, that bird's not a bird.
Now, behind her is a bunch of seagulls. One of them with black puffy hair, so it must be a flock of seagulls. Oh!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I went there. No, basically a bunch of seagulls behind you, and there's also... basically, your first glance, you just see a bunch of seagulls nearby, and that's about it. That's the only birds that you first register.
Which one?
The one that's not a seagull.
The one's not a seagull.
Oh, perception check. Or do you point him in the... Do you point at it, or do you let him try to see it himself?
I will try to let him see it himself.
Well, Wayland, if you are back... jump into Discord. I think.
5.
Give me a sec.
Unmute my microphone.
That might work
There you
too. There we go. How much of this is being following? How much they basically are sneaking in? They're looking through a skylight.
I'm hearing about seagulls, flock of seagulls, and Ivanhoe's confusion over seagulls.
Yep, you got it. Cool.
You're caught up.
He doesn't know about the van though, guys.
Don't even tell him. It'll be a nice surprise.
Quick, we need you to get into the back of the van. Okay. All right. So you can communicate over the comms. You do have Runraku-based secure tight feed comms that you guys are using up to one click away. Because basically the team's not at the burger joint anymore. You've gotten back.
Ivanhoe, where are you?
The roof.
More specific.
Roof of the warehouse. We're about to go in. We're just checking it.
Be there.
God
in a
damn
minute.
it.
So did you find the bird that's not a bird that's been
Got
following
5
us?
successes, I guess.
5 oh, yeah, you see a
spot
sparrow.
stupid thing.
Yep, you see a sparrow, and it kind of looks at you, and with how many successes? 5?
5.
Yeah, you notice there's a slight glint off of light. Basically, its eye looks a little glass as the light
It's a
kind of
camera?
reflects up. Yep.
Jam it.
All right, you use that ability. Oh man, what was the dice on that? What was the OS? What was the base OS?
For
Juggler?
that thing?
Yeah, I know. What